What's up, world? This is WeNeeda5th. It's your man, Mike. Got my man Hill in the building. Got my man P in the building. Fellas, we had the NFL last week, conference championships. Some of us made predictions.
All of us did.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
All
Hill.
of us did.
2-0.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right. Eagles cheat? Yeah. Eagles cheat.
Eagles cheat.
Yeah.
You were elected on the Chiefs, but you did the right thing.
Right. Y'all were
We
going.
both went. That kid Jaden.
Yeah, we
That
said
kid Jaden.
we totally dunked our head.
I was a genius the round before. This round,
Right. Pay
not
some
so
dues.
much.
I'm catching up now because I got walloped the first week. So
With that Eagles game, that happened real quick, didn't it? It turned.
that handoff to Saquon
Jeez.
set the tone. I mean, how do you just not picture him in a Giants uniform? Like, we ain't gonna touch on that because we spend some time on the Eagles. Danny Dimes over Saquon. Like,
Yeah.
it's wild.
That's a good question, Hill. How would you feel if you were the Giants right now, or even Dallas right now? You know what I mean? Like, hey, Dallas had an opportunity to not only get Saquon, but they could have got Derrick Henry, who actually wanted to be in Dallas at one point in time. Especially when we see how pivotal both running backs have been to their team this year. Of course, Derrick Henry wasn't able to get the job accomplished, but damn it, he made a great impression in his first year as a Baltimore Raven. And imagine that type of energy and talent in Dallas, or the Giants keeping Saquon. How do you guys imagine those teams feeling right now about that?
I guess like the last couple years, just they're trash. I mean, Dallas has a little more success than the Giants, but I mean they blew it on the free agent market. I think it's that simple.
And I think people are pointing to that being a real weakness of Dallas, in the sense that they frequently whiff on the free agent market, or fail to take advantage of the free agent market and whatnot. They draft incredibly.
Well, and I think I think 6 minutes is way more enough than these failed franchises as of late. But hey, he went with he thought was a stud. He went back with Zeke, and went to the draft, and the Giants went with Singletary. So, I mean, listen, it is what it is. But hey, hats off to the Eagles. Listen, I think Jalen actually played a decent game too, and opening up and getting to AJ and Devontae, which I was waiting for. And then the defense played its part, and Mr. Barkley just set the tone, which I guess we'll get into it later, the preview for the championship game. Mm-hmm. But he scares me.
Scare you enough to bet against? We'll get to
We got time. Yeah, we got time.
Let's talk about some of the losers, Commanders in particular. Mm-hmm. If you're a Commanders fan, are you encouraged with what you're seeing from the organization now, and where it looks like they're headed?
Of course. Despite them losing, I think it's like euphoria compared to where they were a year ago. It wasn't that long ago, a year ago. So if you're a Washington fan, the future couldn't be brighter.
Mm-hmm. And you think about it, it's 3 bonehead turnovers, 2 missed extra points. I mean, they're in this game. Just give him the ball. I mean, the man got to get his hand on the ball. Everything. He's one of the rare quarterbacks. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. The most 5. Well, I feel that he's a 4-down quarterback I feel comfortable with. You know what I mean? So he needed more possessions, and you were Eckler kicks it about 9 yards down. I mean, kickoff. It was just a nightmare. I'm just like, I picked Philly, but I wanted a competitive game with Jaden having the ball and them beating him. Washington beat themselves a lot this game.
Do you think how far away do you think Washington is with Jaden there?
I mean, they just have to do it. I think they're set. Of course, you have to tweak some things, but yeah, like Hill was saying, it's just the turnovers. Mm-hmm. Like you have your franchise quarterback, you have his target, really young. Bobby Wagner's kind of long in the tooth, but so you have to make sure your defense, stays how it is. But like it's just the turnovers. Like I think they're going in. I would think they would be one of the favorites to get to the Super Bowl. Depending on, Philly, of course, is right there, obviously. And, I won't get into the San Francisco thing in Detroit, but they're right there. They're Super Bowl contenders going forward for the next foreseeable future.
I don't think you should worry too much about us. Once we lock down our quarterback, we'll probably have no one to sign.
It's so purdy.
So I don't think
it's
San Francisco.
So purdy.
San Francisco will be an issue for the next maybe 3 or 4 years.
Let's go to the other side of the ball. AFC. We all bet on Mahomes. I think in Mahomes we trust. He was able to pull it out against Josh Allen again. Even though I knew that Mahomes was going to win this game, at the end of the game, I still felt kind of bad for Josh Allen. It seems like he's the bad news bears, yo. Like he's reminded me of the Bills from yesteryear.
How about he's just not better than Mahomes, so he can't beat him?
There's that too.
Yeah, that's not a slouch thing.
I don't feel sorry
either,
for him at all.
It's not a slouch thing today because neither is Lamar. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel sorry for all.
I'm not a big Josh Allen guy, but he's a top 5 quarterback.
Yeah,
and that's coming from someone who's not like a fan of him. And he's a top 5 quarterback. Football is football. It is what it is.
But he's him.
Yeah,
he's him. He finds a way each time, and this time was with his legs.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that. That's what really surprised me is how he did it. I think he had over 45 yards on the ground, 2 touchdowns. We've determined there is something that he can't do on the football field. He cannot spike a ball in celebration correctly. So we found the fatal flaw of Patrick Mahomes. But do we think that they could take this act to the next level in the Super Bowl versus the Eagles, especially with how Saquon's looking and that offensive line of Philadelphia? It looks pretty dominant. It looks like they're going to be a tough stop.
It's going to be a heck of a defensive versus 2 weeks of Andy Reid and Mahomes prepping. So I think you're going to get the best collision you can ask for.
And see, I'm of the thought that if Kansas City probably wins this, there's going to be a defensive stop. You know what I mean? Like Chris Jones is going to have a good game. And I mentioned that to say, do you think we're in a space now where we can have a non-quarterback MVP for the Super Bowl?
Absolutely.
Or
if the Eagles win? If the Eagles win, I definitely could see it. And you have Saquon. But if Kansas City wins, it's not. Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna go to Mahomes and for good being. He's you're talking about his weapons now. Hollywood is coming into the fold a little bit. D-Hop is here and everything. Kelsey every now and then, but just Tom Lee. He just makes wide receivers. He's one of those now.
And that kid Worthy too.
Worthy, Xavier. You know what I mean? It's the punch that they can only imagine this team with Rashee Rice. what they would be. But hats off to I think an unsung hero who is running through tackles. His back is Kareem Hunt. He's put Pacheco. I mean, it's good to have a A1 running back coming off your pine and Pacheco, and having Kareem just do like the dirty running.
Yeah, high class problems.
Yeah, definitely.
Andy Reid, has he cemented his legacy as one of the best coaches of all time? At least in the top 5 consideration.
Wherever you have the old timers, I don't touch and see it, but whatever you have, Belichick, Reid, Walsh. Whatever you have those, wherever you have it. I can understand if you give me Belichick, Reid, Walsh.
I'm asked for the Giants fans. Parcells?
No.
Just asking for the Giants fans.
No.
I agree with that.
Wow. 2? He has 2.
Yes, he does.
Okay. Yeah,
Andy Reid has 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, it's aesthetics. It's just hardware giving. Yeah, definitely. It's not hardware.
I just think Andy Reid is a better coach. I if you ask me, hey, Mo, here's your team, you own it, you got your GM, and they give you all the talented players you want. Who's the coach you want to lead that, or who's the coach you want to develop your culture with? I'm taking Andy Reid right now because I think he's been able to show that he can develop a quarterback. That's important. I trust him more in that area than I do Parcells.
Parcells gives you
great defense.
Well,
Parcells gives you one. Buddy Ryan gives you one, right? Or no?
No, but in Parcells' defense, he won with 2 different quarterbacks. He didn't have an all-time great quarterback.
Neither one of those quarterbacks were
right, but he had
particularly impressive.
That being said,
terrible.
And that being said, he has the same amount of championships.
Yeah,
Buddy Ryan.
And I said, hey, for me with Parcells,
Giants.
No, it was Bears. I thought
Bears.
He wasn't. Who was defensive coordinator for?
Might have been Belichick, actually.
Might have been Belichick.
I think Belichick was like probably like a DC.
Yeah, Buddy was
there.
the Bears,
Buddy
right?
was Bears.
Buddy was Bears.
Oh yeah, Buddy. Yeah.
But for me, Parcells, like, if you say, hey, you want a defensive team, all-time defense, I would give you that.
So yeah,
but I wouldn't trust Parcells to be able. All right, I have above average defense and a mediocre quarterback. Take us somewhere. I don't think Parcells.
But his defense. But that defense.
So you think? So you consider the Giants like an all-time defense?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Well,
I would have to agree.
Again, you can make the argument. Well, Andy Reid can't make an all-time great defense.
And that's where I would push back, especially with these Chiefs teams.
I don't think this is all-time great.
I'm just saying, as far as being able to put up a Super Bowl type of defense, I think Andy Reid can get you there.
With the all-time defense.
Bill Parcells can get you a Super Bowl type offense.
But you're talking about, he
did it twice.
But we're saying the Chiefs is an all-time great offense.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, like you said, I agree, and I think you and Hill probably in agreement. I think it's just you're going with aesthetics. Mm-hmm. Like you're basically going offense over defense because the results are the same. Mm-hmm. That's just what it is.
For now.
And next week, we'll get into that next week. But I'm just going off results.
Oh no, because we have to think Parcells' coaching tree, right? Because you're Sean Payton, right? Is he there?
Belichick,
Payton, but it's a few though. Belichick, Payton.
It's
another one. Oh man. Yeah.
What's the dude from Tennessee? I think
Vrabel.
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 That's Walsh and Parcells. That's pretty much coaching. It's modern day coaching as far as like the family tree goes. So I think Dungy's, you could link him to Parcells. And then, for him, you got Tomlin.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, I mean, those like Walsh and Parcells is pretty much every coach in the NFL, one way or another.
Okay. In light of what happened in the playoffs, do you still think that Lamar deserved that MVP?
Oh, he got it in?
No. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's a regular season award. It has nothing because his performance in the playoffs has nothing to do with the regular season MVP, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. Hey, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you guys think. Did you catch the NFL Conference Championship games? Who are you rooting for? Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast, too, wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at WeNeeda5th@gmail.com. Fellas, the NBA All-Stars were all named. For the East, we got starting Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Karl Anthony Towns, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum.
Got his lunch delivered to him, too, last night.
For the reserves, we have Darius Garland, Cade Cunningham, Damian Lillard, Tyler Hero, Jaylen Brown, Evan Mobley, and Pascal Siakam.
Oh, my man. No, Dame time. Oh, man.
Well, we got issues already, fellas? In the East. Let's just talk about the East.
The East, I will say.
You want me to go over the list again? Yeah,
I'm just going with the facts. Trae Young leads the league in assists.
And turnovers.
Yeah. Don't forget that part, P.
Right. I mean, yeah, if you don't have
so your assists don't even count.
I'm good on Trae.
No, they count because he leads the league in assists.
Yeah.
They definitely count.
And turnovers. I'm good on Trae not being there.
No, all I'm saying is he leads the league in assists, and he's not an all-star. So I almost feel like that's like assists don't matter.
Tyler the Creator's having a good year, and I don't want him on there. I just don't. I was shocked. You said well-deserved.
So
a good year.
Okay, so let me ask you this. You don't want Tyler on. Who would you replace him with, Lonzo or Trae? I mean, LaMelo. Wow. It's like, what, we got like 8 wins?
Yeah.
You really don't like Trae Young.
No. And I'm also thinking of All-Star, of the format, the type of play. Like, out of the three of them, Hero, Trae Young, and LaMelo Ball, yeah, I'd rather see LaMelo Ball on the court than those other two.
I guess Hero's okay.
In that format.
When you look at it that way, I guess they got it right. I can't get you no one off of that. I'm good on it.
Now, and I'm not saying it, Hero, because it would be, just be honest, it would have to be Hero or Cade being taken off.
All right, give me pause. Give me Ball.
Over Hero?
Yeah, give me Ball.
I can't.
It doesn't.
That record is so horrendous.
Bad.
I can't do it.
Can I add this to it though? LaMelo Ball at one point was leading vote getter amongst the fans.
Vince Carter used to be the leading vote getter. I question if he ever should have.
Okay. Just
no, I'm just going to
athletes and coaches said
fans.
negative.
Bear with me. What I'm saying is that y'all don't know what y'all doing.
Yeah.
let them know how you really feel, P. All right. Do we have any other issues with the East? Any issues with the starters?
Oh no, they nailed that.
Okay. Let's go to the West. Starters.
All problems. All disasters. All problems.
Stephen Curry.
Right.
SGA.
Nailed it.
Nikola Jokic.
Got it.
Kevin Durant. LeBron James. In the reserves, we have Anthony Edwards, James Harden, Victor Wembanyama, Jaden Williams, Alperen Sengun, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Anthony Davis.
Pull out my trusty phone here.
The West is tough
No, it's not.
because I got 6 dudes.
It's not tough.
I got Jalen Green, De'Aaron Fox,
Right.
Sabonis, Kyrie, Powell, and Booker have a case. I'm not saying they have a case. That's what I'm saying. They're playing all-star level basketball, but it's only 12 slots.
And see, for me, out of those 6 that you named, I probably rock with 3 of them, 3 or 4. Jalen Green, Kyrie, Powell,
Kyrie, wow.
and Booker.
Okay. And again, I'm looking at Sabonis. He leads the league in rebounding. I guess that doesn't matter.
That's a good point.
It doesn't matter. Leading the league in assists. You can lead the league in assists or rebounding and not be all-star.
A lot could be his, though. Could be that Angel Reese thing.
Yeah, it could.
Setbacks.
But it is what it is. It could be a lot.
I wouldn't have her in there, though. So there's that. There's that.
Just shots fired. Collateral damage.
Take a quick peek. Jalen Green, 2nd in the West, right?
Mm-hmm. Used the Rockets.
He should be in there.
He's averaging like 20-something, right?
I mean, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay because my follow-up to all of this, and I agree, all the guys I name are deserving. Who do you take out?
Who? Oh, the West?
For Jalen Green.
Curry's 500.
We touched on that last week.
Curry's going.
We touched on that last week.
Curry's going. All right, listen, Curry's going.
It's rough, bro.
Sengun is better than Jalen Green? For Houston?
I would have took Jalen Green.
I took both.
I mean, second best record in the West. You get into All-Stars. The Lakers have 2 All-Stars.
Or do they?
So
And the Lakers are what, in 5th? 7th?
excuse me. I think they moved up to. No, I think they moved up to 5th. It's like a game or 2. Tomorrow they could be at 8th.
32 minutes, he's having 21 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. And their team's in 2nd place, Jalen Green. Yeah, that's been enough for me to make it. Yeah. Jaren Jackson made it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They boosted it back up. What you call them? And the Wolves are now 6 games over with no help. 27-21. My man Ant.
Yeah, I think Ant. I don't think anyone might have to argue with Ant, right? He's in. I mean, he made it. He made a push to make
Push
it
late,
no
yes.
I mean, it would have never really been that controversial, but I think he made a push where, without doubt, he's an all-star this year.
Somebody on the West that I know you guys probably won't agree that should be taken off, and maybe for his teammate, is James Harden, maybe for Powell.
Hey, he's having a better season.
Yeah, I thought it was either or. They're kind of in the same situation as Phoenix with Booker and KD. You can't take 2. You know what I mean? You can't take 2. Powell's having a good season. So is Harden. Shout out to Harden, too. I saw some stat like he's the 4th player ever, 25K points, 8,000 assists. Him, Westbrook, LeBron, and Oscar Robertson.
Not that bad a company.
Not a bad list. Shout out to James Harden.
It is not that bad.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good. MVPs. All MVPs.
Not a West.
That's the same one.
All MVPs. Okay. Shout out to Sengun, J-Dub from OKC and Wemby, first time All-Stars in the West. And of course Mobley, Cade, and Harold, making their first All-Star game. Shout out to them.
I'm okay with De'Aaron not making it. I'm okay with Kyrie not making it. Love Kyrie. I'm okay with Booker not making it. I'm okay with Powell not making it.
Yeah, the list names that I gave, that's what I said. I don't know who you take off. I just said that they're deserving. Like Jalen Green might be on top, but I think Sengun is deserving.
Yeah, and I'm inclined to agree with Hill in the sense that, hey, if you do include a Jalen Green or one of those other guys, you probably have to take Steph.
Good luck, though.
Because it doesn't make sense where they're at. Like they're 11th right now.
We said that like last week because I think we knew what this was. It's in San Francisco, by the way.
It's over.
So that may we know how great Steph Curry is, and he's having a good season, but the record, there's guys that's give you the same production with a better record. So happy for my man J-Dub though. J-Dub and Wemby. I'm really happy they made it.
De'Aaron Fox is too much controversy.
I just don't think it's a numbers game. I think his record is.
They're better now though.
Yeah.
Under Christie.
Yeah.
And he's playing well. So.
Yeah.
Talking about De'Aaron Fox, can we talk about what's going on in Sacramento with him? It looks like, from all reports, they're saying that he wants to trade. He wants to relocate to San Antonio would be his ideal situation. One, what the hell is going on in Sacramento? And I know you guys can't answer that really, but what do you guys think is going on in Sacramento? And two, how do you guys think he would fit in San Antonio if he was able to get there? And would that be able to push WeNeeda closer to being a legit contender?
Your guy. I'll step back. He's a De'Aaron Fox guy.
To me, he's just been consistent with talent. I have no problem with De'Aaron Fox. Like I love his game. I don't know about the reports on him and Mike Brown having issues. They were out to dinner. They seem to be in good spirits, and that was after he got fired. I just think probably Sacramento has just ran its course, and they possibly might have peaked 1 or 2 years ago, and it might be time for some movement. I can't, gauge a person's happiness. I can only just, see and read some of the reports that saying that he's interested in possibly being traded. I don't know. Until someone says it, like that player says it, then for me it's just, I don't know. As for him being in San Antonio, that's just a plus for him and Wemby. And I think that would be awesome. I enjoyed Wemby's maturation. And I don't know. Do I give some of that credit towards Chris Paul? Coach isn't there. This second year is looking better and better. And position points-wise where he's getting them. I want him to cut down on the threes. He's shooting well. But I still prefer him to cut down the threes. But his defense is actually picked up, which is crazy. And he's taking more in-paint shots, floaters, layup dunks after the misses, he dwarfed Giannis. You know what I mean? So it just gives you an idea how tall he really is. I don't know. I wish the best for De'Aaron. I would prefer him to come to a Laker team that was less involved. Coach-wise, player-wise, and now front office-wise, because I've had enough of Rob as well.
Yeah, I don't get it. I feel like Sacramento's done a pretty good job of stockpiling talent around him. You brought in DeRozan. You already had Keegan Murray. You had Sabonis. Monk. So I don't know if he didn't get along with the coach, but if that's the case, well, the coach is gone. So is your beef with Doug Christie? Do you want to? It can't be the market because you're going to San Antonio. Speaking of, I love that move for San Antonio. Whatever, as long as when the dust clears, Wemby's still here. Let's make it happen. Let's get De'Aaron Fox here. I don't care who you got.
Keldon, Vassell, 3 first-rounders.
Let's do it. I don't care what you got to do because I have them now and we're under 500.
I agree.
Yeah, that's that.
And what did you just say?
Keldon, Vassell, maybe Castle, and 3 first-round picks.
What, you want more? I'll give you Pop, too.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's too much. That's a lot. That's a lot.
You do know they
But
have
De'Aaron
them right
Fox,
now.
right, yeah.
No,
We do know you're right. Want Barnes
So
back
what-
too?
so what are you
We'll give you
missing?
Barnes back.
I give you the whole team. Just give me Wemby and Fox, and I'll just get 10 other dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can build around
I
it.
could build around that.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
I'm dead serious.
Definitely
If
build
I
around
have
that.
Fox and Wemby, I'm competing within like a year or two for a chip in my mind.
When it's in his
Well,
prime.
maybe next year. It depends what I surround. I won't go crazy, but yeah.
Should we talk about Jimmy anymore? I mean, because this
Pause.
Sorry. Butler versus Riley.
I'll leave that to the two Jimmy Butler, not fans, but two Jimmy Butler talent believers.
Yeah.
I should do that.
Look,
You don't even believe we got talent
No,
now?
I don't. I really don't.
he's what? Either he is or he's going to be 36. I think Pat Riley could have handled this differently, but I wouldn't resign him either. He's going to be 36. What I want a 36-year-old former All-Star for? So, but I understand Jimmy's thing. I pretty much carried this franchise to 2 NBA finals. So I understand why he wants to be paid, but
And the best y'all got me was Kyle Lowry. After all that,
see,
it's Kyle Lowry. That's
Yeah.
the best y'all got me.
well, no, you had Bam. Bam is a good player. I don't want to diss Bam.
You had Bam when y'all made, like, when he made his runs to the finals. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, after we made those unexpected runs to the finals, when nobody expected us realistically to be there, and we got there. After all that, he said, good job, and, here's Kyle Lowry to help.
Scary?
Yeah, to be honest though, I don't think it's. I think it's about the money. I don't begrudge him for that. I don't think he's thinking, "Oh, y'all not giving me enough help." I'm thinking, I want an extension. He wants an extension, and not giving it to him. I think it's about the money, and I'm not mad at him for it. He's
gonna get it?
not in Miami.
No.
I don't think he's gonna get it anywhere. He's gonna have to opt in
Yeah.
because no one. He's not. I highly doubt he's gonna get that in the open market as a 35, 36-year-old veteran. That's franchise player money. I'm not sure if he's a franchise player at this point.
Is Billa? Will he do it down there? Phoenix?
What, trade him for Bill?
Yeah, because they're talking about like Bill going to Milwaukee. There's like 3 or 4 teams involved. Bill going to Milwaukee because Bill said he would possibly waive his no trade if he goes to Milwaukee. And then Jimmy goes to Phoenix with Booker and Durant.
And what does the Heat get?
A whole bunch of
Probably from
picks
people from
and,
Milwaukee.
Yeah, and then players all around.
I think Milwaukee. I think I would try it because I think they're good, but I don't think they're a championship team right now.
Bill's a good help for them. I mean, Milton.
Yeah, I don't think Middleton's going to
but
return to form.
Is
He went like 12 for 13 the other night, though.
What, Middleton?
Yeah, when he played. Yeah, when he played.
Yeah, when he plays.
Yeah.
But is Bill what Milwaukee needs?
Oh, yeah, I would take it. You don't even need top Bill.
Yeah, because I think really what you're getting, and I think he's uncomfortable with it in Phoenix, but you're getting like a shooter, basically. You know what I mean? Like
Connaughton with skill. Like
you getting an upgrade. So I would do it. You know what I mean? Like I don't expect him to give me 20, 25, but if you give me like between
17?
15 and 20,
17, I'm fine.
that's all you need. You're the third option, clearly.
With
so
no pressure.
if I'm Milwaukee, I would do it only because what I'm saying. The reason because you're not what you got now is not good enough.
Because I've always been of the thought that, hey, in order for Milwaukee to get back to a championship contender status, they needed a scoring wing, a 3-and-D wing. You know what I mean? I would think they would need someone more in the line of like a Norman Powell. Like, I think he would be a perfect fit for them right now as they're constructed because, hey, he could add a little bit stoutness on the defense, and he adds scoring. That's my thing with Bill and the fit for Milwaukee is I don't know if he's a solid enough defender, to make up for the deficiencies that they have on defense now, especially with Lillard and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and
but you got
you add on to it with him now.
But you're talking about Brook, you're talking about Giannis, and you're talking about
Portis off the bench.
Portis. Mm-hmm. So their defense, I wouldn't even worry about.
And not for nothing, I think Jimmy Butler would be a great fit for Milwaukee. I think what you're describing, is Jimmy Butler, especially because you're in win mode now. I think Giannis is like 30 now. Dame is mid 30s or close to mid 30s. Like if you're in Milwaukee, you're trying to win a chip now. So
And to be fair to you guys, I think Milwaukee and Phoenix are a few of the teams that make sense for Jimmy to go to, as far as what he brings to the table and what they need. Phoenix, they definitely need to be strong on the defensive side. They need someone that, hey, you don't need to run a play for. He's just gonna, go in and crash the boards and get you those dirty points that you didn't even account for and whatnot. And I think Milwaukee needs something similar as well.
But do you guys think, because of what's going on in Miami, teams are leery to even bring him in the locker room at this point? Like, you don't want that headache? Is he worth the headache, basically?
Because quietly as
or is he even a headache?
Quiet as kept. I know he's had excuses made for him. This is what he does, though.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like everywhere.
So if you're Phoenix, you're like, I don't want this, right?
He's claiming a new sin. I would not touch him. I would not touch him.
I would try it out. Like, hey, if I'm clear on what my plan for Jimmy is, and I've discussed it, and if I'm an organization that's interested in Jimmy, and I have a plan for him, I want to discuss that plan before we make a move and whatnot to be sure that, hey, we're clear. And I think in those circumstances, hey, he's good. Now, Jimmy turns ugly, or you get the issues when, hey, there's no plan in place, and he wants something, and plus you're not competitive. I think I think it's you get a culmination of that, because you saw that in Chicago. Hey, Derrick Rose had gone down. I think Joakim was out.
No, like Hill said, everywhere he goes.
Yeah, and then hey, with Minnesota, same issues. Hey, those organizations at the time he started throwing the fits, they were going through issues, and especially issues in regards to, hey, what are we doing with Jimmy? And when he's in that situation, he's going to let everybody know, hey, I'm not happy about this. They don't know what to do with me. I don't know what to do with them. Now it is what it is. And understandable, he has a track record. Hey, at some point, when do you ask, hey, when is it you and not the teams that you're dealing with? But we got to look at the teams that he's done this with.
All of them.
You know what I mean? All of them. Yeah.
All of them.
Which we'll call it outside of maybe Chicago, because I'm not too clear on what exactly went down when he left. But Minnesota and Philly, like Philly made a decision. They chose Ben Simmons. You know what I mean? Minnesota, it was a thing of, hey, whatchamacallit?
Cat.
Yeah. And, hey, how y'all want to win and what y'all want to win. And how serious are y'all about winning and committed to that? He went to Miami and felt that, hey, I got that. I got an organization that's committed to winning. They seem to have a plan for me until they didn't last year. And I think, hey, it started with him being injury prone.
He didn't get Dame. So send him up there to Dame. I mean, go ahead. I mean, if that's the case, then he should just equal a championship. You know what I'm saying? And he'll have a cheese because he'll have Dame. He'll have a good team. Mm-hmm. He'll have Giannis. But buyers beware with me. I wouldn't go nowhere near him. I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot pole. I don't even know what Golden State is in the mix for trying to think about it. I don't even understand that.
I don't think he fulfills any need for them. Like, they don't need a Jimmy Butler at this point. I think they had those type of players already on their roster.
No, they need
a big.
They need talent.
I think there's a pecking order.
They need talent.
I think Milwaukee will be best suited for him because they're further along.
Okay.
then Phoenix, then Golden State. I think Golden State needs Jimmy. I just don't think he's enough. Like I can't even watch them, bro. When they come on TV, I can't watch them. They're unwatchable to me at this point.
Two moves I want for Golden State. Get it done. I don't care. Give me Sasha Vujacic, and you give me Brandon Ingram. I'm fine with just you give me those. Those. Find a way to get them there. Jonathan, everyone go. I don't care what you have to do. Give me those.
Those make more sense to me than Jimmy Butler and Golden State.
And to me, it's just because you're getting multiple players. That's to me. If I get Jimmy Butler and Vujacic, let's go.
It's fine.
But if Jimmy Butler just even if you don't give no one up for Golden State, I think if Jimmy Butler just shows up, you let him play. I still don't think they're going nowhere.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, to me, he doesn't fit a need for them. Like he doesn't move the needle.
Okay,
better term.
That I agree with that. But
Dunleavy's so bad.
If you're not moving the needle, what do we need you here for?
Yeah. Bob Myers is looking like a genius right now.
Oh man,
I'll say that. Shout out to because we talking about Brandon Ingram, the Pelicans. Man, a lot of injury.
And Mitch Kupchak ain't walking through that door either. I'll tell you that much. Kobe, you God bless. GOAT. Greatest, but you hamstrung us with that. I really do feel like it was supposed to be passing of the torch, and that would have been scary too, though, right?
Can I ask a question? I know this is out of nowhere, but we had talked about his jersey being retired.
Just want to ask, Derrick Rose, he's not a Hall of Famer, right? He's not a Hall of Famer. That's clear, right?
For us, I don't think so. For us, will he get in? Probably.
Yeah. It's a tricky. Honestly,
so. It's
gotten to the point. If you ask me, that means it's probably no for me, but that means that he's getting in.
Yeah, I want to say maybe. I want to be nice and say maybe the second try. I won't be surprised if he got in the first.
Because they're going to say he's the youngest MVP ever. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Look, when it comes to the Hall of Fame, I'm on record. I might could take 75% of the people out. That's already in right now. Like, I don't think the people enter all that are Hall of Famers. So the bar's been lowered. So and Derrick Rose is a phenomenal player when he was healthy. I'm not, this isn't like bashing Derrick Rose. But unfortunately, because of injuries, I don't think he had a Hall of Fame career. Period.
Oh, man.
Hey, hit us up on social media. Let us know what you guys think. Are you checking for the NBA All-Star game? Who do you felt was left out? Who was the snubs? Who shouldn't be in the All-Star game? Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Hit that notification button so you know when the next video is coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to your podcast. And you can hit us up directly at WeNeeda5th@gmail.com.
Fellas, what's on the radar?
For me, hopefully, Adesanya retires. He got TKO today very bad. And Izzy, I've seen enough. It's time to go right now.
So hard to say goodbye sometimes.
Yeah. Great ones just stay around too long. He's 24-5. And he went through his whole entire division twice. However, these last 5 losses has been pathetic.
P, what's on your radar?
Oddly enough, the New Orleans Pelicans. Rest up to Murray, man. Blew out the ACL last night. I like that dude. He's a hooper. You know what I mean? Like he's the first things first. He's a hooper. I like how he carries himself and all of that. But I want to take a look at the training staff and the strength and conditioning coach, because they're falling like flies out there in New Orleans. Like
he needs to be going.
No one can stay healthy. They have. The thing is, the GM is doing, I think, an excellent job. They have talent. I don't think that's even an issue, but they just can't stay healthy. So I think somebody needs to look into that. That's it.
What's on my radar? NBA All-Star, NFL Super Bowl coming up. Really excited what they continue to do with Unrivaled. WNBA has some really major trades this week.
I see Swoops. She's on Gil's show.
No.
Major Trades, help me out here.
Kelsey Plum.
Sparks.
She goes to the Sparks. You know what I mean?
Major.
Jewel Lloyd going to the Aces.
Kelsey's been here for a while, correct?
Yeah, I'm not sure how long
She's
been in the league, but she's
she's solid. Yeah, she's not that long in the tooth.
No?
To your point.
Oh, okay.
We'll call it. But hey, she's gonna be with the Sparks. I think the Sparks is building a nice little team over there. Hopefully with Cameron Brink coming back healthy, and Rashia, I forgot her last name. Young rookie that came.
Rakia Jackson.
Rakia Jackson.
Kia Jackson. It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
Good.
Add more scoring with Kelsey Plum. They're looking like a solid team in the West. Aces just look like they retooled and got a little bit of an upgrade from Kelsey Plum because Jewel Lloyd is averaging about I think Kelsey Plum is averaging 21 points a game. Jewel Lloyd is around 24, 25. And I believe she's a better defender than Kelsey Plum. So I think it'll allow the Aces to fall back on who they originally were when they started winning the championships, as far as a solid defensive team that had scores around the perimeter with a dominant big woman in Asia Wilson. So I expect them to make a comeback, and Liberty get ready. And Liberty just lost Miss Vandersloot. She's going back to the Chicago Sky. So I can't wait for the new WNBA season.
WNBA, I mean.
Can't wait.
Endorsement.
Can't wait. And the woman, Miss Caitlin Clark, turned down the NBA and said she will not participate in their 3-point contest. She will, if she does a 3-point contest, it's going to be for the W first. I think that was a big move on her part.
Same ball, right? They shoot the same ball, or is less? WNBA ball is smaller than women's ball, right? Yeah, out there building a home out there. I'm sure it's a regular ball.
Sabrina Ionescu and Steph Curry the last year. It was a pretty close contest.
Keep the ball rolling, and that's the team's attributes. We all we need a fifth. Want to complete the man cave cipher. The vibe so right, it can't get no.
Therefore, I'll be there with you. Fellas, anything left before we get out of here?
At all. Deep Seek.
Peace, definitely deep seek. Definitely deep seek.
So